Hi everyone. Have you ever gone out to your RV after it's been sitting for a couple weeks and immediately realized that something wasn't right? That's exactly what happened to us. After getting home from Coyote State Park, we decided to take a break from traveling. The weather forecast was calling for thunderstorms, so the RV stayed parked in its home base at the ranch while we enjoyed a little downtime in our sticks and bricks. The following weekend, we headed back to the ranch. Mike was looking forward to horseback riding with a friend, and we were excited to spend some time in the motorhome again. But all that rain left us with an unexpected surprise. And it's one that has us wondering if another trip to Red Bay, Alabama might be in our future. Yep, that's the frogs making that noise. Enzo doesn't know why we didn't go out for a walk today, but it's still raining. Tons and tons of rain. Right, Desi? Endless raining. Once again, the slide is not working. Mike had to get his tools out. It went out like an inch and stopped. So once again, and then we have a big, I don't know if you can see it, we got a big puddle on the floor as it rained last night, and so I'm sure that's not helping the floor. God, it's always something. That side's out more, and this side didn't come out at all.
You're gonna have to come out and help me.
Okay. Yeah, this came out a bit, and that side's totally in. It's time to use the wobbler. This way he can control each motor separately using a battery.
Okay, which size?
This side's out a little bit, that side's not out at all.
Which one's moving?
This one looked like it just moved. No, wait. I can't tell. Okay, that's moving. That's moving. That's moving back in. Okay. Bring it a little bit further.
You got a bigger problem.
Okay. What's wrong?
It's not coming out.
Oh, the other side's not coming out at all?
Nope.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can hear something moving. Oh boy. Okay. All right, that just moved in all the way.
You look the battery maybe still low?
Oh no. Yeah, that's that side.
Can't move it.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe the battery's still dead?
Well, that could be too.
So for now we're just going to leave it.
We'll just leave it in. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I don't remember you ever charging it, so maybe, yeah, the battery's dead. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Well, it's blowing directly from the south, so it still doesn't look pretty though. Certainly doesn't sound nice. And here it comes. Since it's raining, I'm figuring out how to combine our trip to Florida with our detour to Red Bay to get the slide fixed, the windshield replaced, and a few other various items since we're going to be in the area. It looks like we can do this. I have a plan. It's Sunday morning at the RV. As you can see, the rear slide is still in. What are you crying for? You have nothing to cry about. You're inside where it's nice and cool. Mike's outside where it's nice and hot. It's 84 and it's only 9:30. He just went with Kevin down to the pasture to go get their horses. They're gonna go for a ride. You can see Rudy is just quite content. Desi is all hiding in the corner. He's just hanging out. Yesterday when we got here, thunder and lightning and rain. So we just went to the store to get some snacks. Some odds and ends that we forgot. I closed it down because Turns out RV Trip Wizard does not work on DuckDuckGo. I have to use Google. And I'm trying to map out our trip to Florida, which is now going to include, way up there, a trip to Red Bay to get the slide fixed. I think we need that whole section since Tiffin re-leveled our rig last year when they found out that all our welds were broken. And then we found another puddle of water here, so I think the whole thing's not level again. Get that fixed. We're gonna get, oh, they're coming back. There they are. They both got their horses. They're gonna go for a nice ride. It's always good for Wales. Here he is. And the reason we can look at the top is because I have these taped up because they're broken. They just come flying down, and it looks like the spring's gone from them or whatever. I'm not really sure. But this one is well on its way, doing the same thing. We're going to get that fixed. We got that fixed last year. Rudy's having a grand old time. We have the magnet shade on, so it's keeping it a little cooler in the front. Then we have that bushing in the back of the rear track bar that's missing. We have to get that fixed. We found out that Safety Plus has a place in Florida, so I have that on the schedule. But it's going to take us 3 days to get up to Red Bay. 3 days of driving. And it gives us, I'm thinking, a week to get everything fixed. Oh, that's what I forgot. How could I forget? Because you can't see it. The crack in the windshield, our RV's windshield, has a big crack in it. And if I'm outside, I can't see it. But you can see it if both the blinds are raised on the inside, because it's at the tippy top. And it's a crack that's got to be at least 14 inches long, but it's running horizontally across the windshield. I'm sure that's not something we should just leave for years. So we're going to get that fixed. I looked at, or I have a Facebook group that's the Tiffin Open Roaders, and everybody says the first class glass in Red Bay is the place to go to get it fixed, because they know what they're doing. I'm looking for Harvest Hosts that we could stay at, gas stations that we can actually get into. Some of these Loves and Pilots, since we're a gas rig, we can't get into the ones that only have one pump deep, because we're towing the truck, so it makes us like way too long, and our gas tank's out the back, so we have to pull like all the way through, and if there's only one pump deep, then we're like blocking everybody else from getting anywhere. I actually found a couple. I think that's Buc-ee's. We're going to stop at Buc-ee's early in the morning, and then I found another one in Jackson, and I think the one in Jackson has RV lanes, as I actually looked it up on Google Maps, and you can swirl around and see if there's where is it? Flying J. Let's see, is this the one? Yep, they have RV lanes to the right of the regular pumps. This is the Flying J in Pearl, Mississippi. So we're going to be going there. So there is something to be said about easy in and easy out. We also need propane, but you know what? that's a whole nother story. We're going to go up there, and we're coming down. I had already made reservations in Florida for our anniversary. We're going to go to a lot of the places in Orlando, and then Mike's sister lives about an hour south of there. We haven't seen her in ages. I think it's good to see family, so we're going to do that too. Rudy, what do you think you're doing? Let's just walk across the keyboard, because Mommy's talking, and she must be talking to me, right? Yeah. Now that means Mike has to work from the road, but it's not like it was the first time we've done that, but he'll only be for like a week. Well, actually, he has to work from the road or in Red Bay too, so that's gonna be thrilling. Once we're in Orlando, he has a whole week off, so that means we can go see his sister. Maybe we'll go to the Space Center. What are you two doing? What are you guys doing? Come on, Lucy, come on over here. Leave him alone. Stop picking on him. She is picking on him. He was here first. Anyway, we were there in the KOA for a week. We had the fifth wheel. It was in 2006. We had just a grand time. She's just being bad right now. And you can see Mike screaming Triton outside the window there. And he's already got his bridle on him. Wow, that was fast. He already has him tacked up too. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. So that's what we're working on now. Yeah, there he goes. And he's probably waiting for Kevin, who got up late this morning. He wanted to get out early, but it is August, so it is cooking out there, even at 9:30 in the morning. They're already sweating. We'll be gone for 3 weeks, leaving on Friday. We're going to go down to Steve Austin State Park. So that'll be a Thursday. We can get there from here in a half hour. That allows us to dump our tanks. We'll stay that overnight. So then we're leaving from the state park in Sealy right on to 10 within 5 minutes. So that's cool. And we'll head eastbound, stop at Buc-ee's in Baytown, and then make the run to Harvest Host. That's out in Lafayette, Louisiana. That'll be about 3 hours after we stop at Buc-ee's. So it gives us about a 4.5 hour day. Of course, he's got to take his half hour to get gas, and hopefully we'll meal prep our breakfast so we don't have to go inside. Because you know what happens when you go inside Buc-ee's. There's just way too much shit to see and buy and eat. So the next day we'll be stopping at Love's Travel Stop. They have dual pumps, so I know we can get in there, and the trick is to get in there as early as we can. But that's about 2.5 hours into the run. And then I found that cool Flying J in Pearl, Mississippi, where you're going to get gas again. And the reason we're going to get gas again is because I found kind of like a gas desert after we stop at the next Harvest Host, which is in Branson, Mississippi. After we leave we'll be at Belmont for about a week. And we get all that work done. I found a Love's Travel Stop? A Love's Travel Stop in Hamilton, Alabama, that I think we could get into. It's got dual pumps too. We go to another Harvest Host, which is actually, it looks like a campground that's actually a Harvest Host. So that's pretty cool. And I'll have hookups if we want to pay. I think it's like $25 for a hookup. Which, even though it's September, it could be pretty hot. And then after that, I found another Flying J. It's a Flying J, and it has RV lanes too. Woo! Yes. And then we have another, it's kind of a long run. This is where I want us to maybe stick another stop to stay overnight. This will be Sunday night. Stay overnight on a Sunday night somewhere. I haven't figured out where yet. And then see if we can get a safety T plus to fix that broken rear track bar. It gives me another unplanned night before we can go to the KOA holiday. And we'll stay there for 7 nights. And then we'll be on the road again. I don't know. I haven't even gotten that far yet. But I'm still working on this thing. It's hard. You have to walk away every so often. Oh, I'm sorry, Desi. Did I kick you? I didn't know you were right there, honey. Why did I kick you? Oh, I didn't know you were under the table. Yeah, are you just the cutest and the most adorable little baby in the whole wide world? Yeah, he loves the RV. He sleeps with me at night in the RV because he can look out the window. Since we decided to stay home this weekend because of all the thunderstorms, we decided to go out to dinner at a favorite pizza place. I had a margarita pizza and a margarita. And then this cord on the floor. We looked at this again. I looked at it the first time, didn't look that bad, but then Mike showed me that. That doesn't look very good. We'll be ordering another one of those. Saturday morning, we decided to go to W.D. Jones State Forest. We go for a little hike. Had quite a bit of rain. That's the same way it was. It's really running today. I was just going to sit on the end of it. It's some rainstorm. Sweet Leaf Nature Interpretive Trail. Oh, we're supposed to go this way. Mike just went in to get a New York Classic bagels. So it's a treat for us after our hike. We decided not to go to the RV this weekend because it's just so freaking hot, and Mike is fixing stuff. Have you ever felt like that? We have. This is our treat today. We did our hike, about 2 miles. mostly in the woods, which is nice. Keeps the temperature down a little bit, though. Right now it says it's 88, and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, did I mention the tropical depression? And so I was busy waiting for Daddy to come back. Hi, honey. Yeah, he's just waiting patiently. You waiting for him to come back? Comes Mike back with the bagels. These bagels are just like the bagels we used to have back in New Jersey. Can't quite see the sign, but it says $3.38 for regular. And diesel is $4.39. Here at the HEB I used to work at. Mike's gonna fill it. Hopefully we won't have to fill again for another couple of weeks. We save some money when we don't go all the way up to the ranch. There's that too. He's taking a snooze. Since we're home this weekend, we have to do all those normal chores. I washed it last weekend and it never got dry. We're letting it dry out here. Sunday morning, Mike made us omelets. That looks yummy. This is a hoot. It's camping with Steve. What a pretty day, even though it's really, really hot out. That tropical depression has now turned into a tropical storm. They're saying we're supposed to get more rain, and we're really worried about the RV floor. At least there's a breeze. I'm sitting in the sun getting a little vitamin D. Comes out so. Right, he's gotta have a little love too. Yeah, he's just a little love bug. And it's too hot on the concrete. The reason we are staying home on Saturday is because I'm waiting for my electric bike to arrive. It's supposed to come yesterday, what else is new? But it's supposed to be here today. I'll go up to the barn either tonight or tomorrow. Yes, the bike is here. I packaged this thing really well. Ta-da!
Just like the picture.
Yeah, it does. Okay, I was worried. Yeah, I was wondering if the green was really green or it's going to be the teal color. So it's going to be the teal color. Cool. Unwrapped. We still have a few more bits to unwrap. And so far we got the handlebars on.
No, all right. I didn't even think about that.
Put the fan.
Didn't have enough room. Not like you have to put a spot, that's it. And
I didn't take any more video of us putting it together. Well, I put it together. It's actually really nice. And I drove it around the neighborhood. It's totally different than Mike's. And I like the fact that you can step through it. It's a little unnerving because as soon as you start to pedal, the assist kicks in and you're like whizzing along. I'm really looking forward to using this when we go to Lake Somerville next week. Well, that wasn't exactly the weekend we had planned. Owning an RV has taught us that sometimes the biggest surprises happen when you're not even traveling. The good news is we found the problem before it became something even worse, and now it's time to figure out our next steps. It doesn't look like we can fix it ourselves. It's way above our skill level, so it looks like it's another trip to Red Bay in our future. Find that out together. If you've ever discovered an unexpected problem with your RV after sitting through heavy rain, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear what happened to you and how you fixed it. If you enjoyed today's adventure, we really appreciate it. If you want to click the like button and subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything, and every subscriber helps us continuing sharing honest RV adventures, campground reviews, and travel tips, and the occasional repair mystery. And you know what I'm talking about. Oh, and before I forget, as I'm sitting here sweating in the shirt, I finally got the shirts in I was talking about in the last video. It's a definition of adventure. I didn't realize my hair was going to cover it. What do you think? Do you like them? Put these in the comments if you were interested in maybe purchasing one of these. Or maybe I'll put it on a cup. That probably would be really cool. Let us know if you're interested. And before your next RV trip, don't forget to check out our Checklist Now app. The basic version is completely free, and if you like a little extra help, the AI version can create customized checklists to help you avoid that, oh my God, I forgot that again, moment. Thanks for traveling with us. Adventure is waiting. We'll look for you down the road.